Hello, everybody. I am so excited to be here again today with you. I'm Dr. WandaJean Jones, your digital coach, and today I'm going to introduce you to a tool that's going to revolutionize the way you handle design tasks, Adobe Express. For those of you who are juggling multiple tasks daily without the luxury of extensive resources, this tutorial is going to be tailored to you. Now I'm going to go over 3 scenarios that I think might be applicable into some of your workflows. Adobe Express is an online and mobile design app. So I have my mobile device here. I'm telling you, I love working with this app because I can take my pictures, I can, download emails and do all sorts of crazy things, and still be able to bring them into the app. Today, we're going to show you what that looks like on the PC. If you are on a Mac, this will absolutely work for you. It's particularly useful in enhancing your digital literacy and dexterity, and it really does help you produce professionally designed materials with minimum effort and no experience needed, no prior design experience needed. But if you are some sort of a designer, you are going to take this to the next level. Today, we're going to try to use the free features of Adobe Express, but there are going to be some instances where you're going to see that you can upgrade to premium for 30 days for a trial. And if you decide to do that, take advantage of it. Start your 30 days when it makes sense for you. If you are working for a business or an organization, they may consider getting you a subscription once you start turning out these amazing projects. These are powerful features that are perfect for anyone who's looking to boost their digital prowess without the financial commitment if you decide that you want to stay with the free version. You ready to go? Let's dive in. For this first task, we're going to be creating a Mother's Day card. It's a thoughtful way to show appreciation, and this can actually be applied to various occasions. You don't have to do Mother's Day, but it all starts with just selecting a template from the library. So let me share my screen and we'll get started. To get started, I already have an account with Adobe Express, but I'm going into incognito so that I can show you what this looks like when you visit it for the first time. So for the first time, go ahead and type in new.adobeexpress.com. You'll get this pop-up where you can sign in, and you can sign up for free. So I would suggest going ahead and using your Google. So I'm going to push continue with Google. And this allows you to go ahead and put in your Google ID. I like using the Google ID because if you decide to use this on your mobile device as well, your account will be synced. All right, and now my password. You may get to this area where it's asking for a 2-step authentication or verification, and so just do what it says. And soon as you respond to your device, you're in. All right. So when you first come into the platform, it looks pretty inviting, right? You will have options that you can choose through all of these different sorts of templates, or you can start up here for a broader view of things that you could do. Graphics for social media, you can make a video, you can edit photos, so on and so forth. There's even a generative AI section. We're not going to be talking about that today, but if you want to scroll down and see all of the other things that are popular and the templates that are here, I do encourage you to do that. But for today, we're going to be creating that Mother's Day card. So let's go into the search, and I'm just going to type in Mother's Day, and let's see what comes up. There are all sorts of Mother's Day photos, videos, backgrounds, and even design assets. Wow, a lot to choose from. Okay, so right next to where it says all, let's just go to templates and find one that we like. All right, I'm scrolling through these and notice some of them have this little premium badge on them. That means that if you decide to use these, that you are going to have to upgrade to the premium, and you might want to do that. So when it makes sense for you, you can upgrade to that premium if you'd like. But for now, let's just choose this one. This seems simple enough, and we can customize it. So now the magic is starting. We have Happy Mother's Day, we have Mom. And even as I hover over these design elements, you can see if I click into them, if you double click, then you can edit these. So there are different fonts that you can choose just instantly. If you didn't like the font that came with the template, you can absolutely change it. Or I want to do this Mother's Day card for one of my sisters, and her name is Nicole. So I can say Nicole there, and then I can squeeze this in a little bit and then hover. Now, you notice that when my mouse is hovering where it says Nicole, it's changing into a cursor where it's going to allow me to edit the text. But when I move out towards the boxed area of the name, it allows me to click and drag it. So I want to click and drag this, and I want to make this for Nicole. You'll also see that, there are layers here. So there are 3 pieces of a layer here. These are all grouped together. I can ungroup them. There are a lot of different things that you'll be able to do here. And then this says Happy Mother's Day, and I can personalize it. I'll press enter, and I'll just say, from WandaJean. Let me get my name right. All right. And maybe if I don't like that font, I can change it to another font. I like this one better. Now you'll notice that the Adobe Express logo is here because we are using the free version, and that's okay. So what I'm going to do is push the download. If I push this download, it gives me an option to export these as a PNG, JPEG, or PDF, and some other things as well. And upgrade to download is here. And then I can also share the design if I wanted to do that. So a lot of different things that we could do, but we've absolutely just created a Mother's Day card. I would encourage you to come over here to the name area and then just type in, Mother's Day card to keep all of your designs, keep them labeled versus having a whole bunch of designs that say, untitled. There's our Mother's Day card. Within minutes, we have created this amazing personalized greeting card. It's easy, right? If you needed to switch out different names, it'd be so easy to do and then download. Let's move on to our next project. Next up, we're creating this video announcement. So just to get back home, click the logo here, and that'll get you all the way back to the front. We know that we want to create a video, so let's go ahead and click video in the middle. And then there are some quick video actions that you can go ahead and look at, including putting captions on top of a video or converting a video. So there's a lot of different things we can do. But let's say that we have a story that we want to share, and we're going to be sharing that on an announcement. So if it's for the announcement, I would go ahead and choose this video 1920 by 1080 that I can browse templates there. And you'll notice that the end of, or at the bottom of the screen, we now have this timeline. And there is a play button that I can play, and it'll show me what this video is going to look like. Now, there's nothing here yet, but we can drag things out onto the stage. So if I hover over these things, I have all of these different videos that I can choose from. So the type of video that I want to talk about is community. So there's some sort of community service event that just happened, and I would like to invite people to come and participate in this community. So here's one that says Helping Hand, and I can give that a click. And what's going to happen is I get the whole video. So I'm just going to press play here. It doesn't have any audio yet, but you can get the gist of what this video is all about. It's 12 seconds long. How do I know? Because it's right here. So I can move back to the front of this timeline, and then I can start editing this video. Right here, you're going to see an element that shows you that there is going to be some sort of design principle coming in. So this design is going to be the Helping Hand community group, and it's going to be coming into the video at that particular time. Okay, there's a slide out animation that's going to happen here. Well, this is pretty fancy. What you can do is just start clicking into the elements and replacing it with your own information. So I could easily click into this Helping Hand area and type, come join us. And I can move the element around if I want to. And down here, I can put my community group name. And you'll notice that when I do that, come join us, my community group name, that's actually being changed. Now, what if I wanted to change this? So I'm looking over in the layers, and this is over here. I can ungroup it if I want to, but I'm actually not going to do that. I can right click on this and do other things to it. Bring it forward, above a design element, behind a design element. I can do lots of different things. Actually, I am going to ungroup it. And once I ungroup it, just to show you, I see the individual elements that are here. And if I wanted to replace this person with someone else, I could do that. So I could choose to replace, and I could replace it with anything, anything that I want. So let me see, woman, I'm just going to say woman. Sometimes if you put things like woman smiling or woman dancing, it may be sensitive, too sensitive, and not pick it up. So I like to just put in woman, and this person is cut out. So maybe it's a cut out woman. Yep, here's one. This one's premium, so I'm not going to be able to get that one for now. But maybe I just want to choose a cutout woman. Let's see, where is she? She's here. I like this cutout woman. So I'm clicking on this cutout woman, and she is now on the timeline. Now this shadow that was behind it, the shadow that was behind it, I'm not going to use it anymore, so I'm just going to delete it. And I have my cutout woman. Well, she doesn't look so cut out, does she? Well, lucky for us, we have the remove background. So while we're touching this, we can push remove background, and it says it's free for a limited time. So the background's gone now, magically. Even if you didn't know how to do any design at all, that background is gone, and it is nicely gone. So really cool. And then for the second one, I could click on the image. I could ungroup, click on the image itself, and then, of course, I can replace that with a different image. People helping. So maybe I'll replace it. Give it a second, and now it just replaces. The other thing that you could do, if you didn't want to use the clip art, of course you want to use your own images. So you are able to click the replace and then upload that image from your device. This is going to work on the mobile and as well as the desktop. And it works on PC and Mac. So definitely have your pictures ready that you want to use in your video, and then you can upload those. Now for these, I'm just going to delete these sections because I don't want my video to be that long. The other thing that I'll share with you is there's a plus button in between here. So if you needed to add a transition or add another scene, which if you add another scene, it's going to give you just a blank slate where you can put other things on, including text. So I can, put any text that I want to there. If I push add my text, this is where my new text will go. Okay, I don't necessarily like this font, so I can choose the different fonts that I want, and then I can also choose the different colors that are here or custom colors. Oh goodness. And then I can make it bold if I want to, so on and so forth. You can choose your fonts. I love this more fonts area because it gives you the categories that the fonts are in. If you wanted something that is specifically calligraphy, all of these are these beautiful calligraphy fonts. You'll also notice that the premium ones are here too. So it may make you want to upgrade, right? And then the other thing is, from a font perspective, you have the opportunity to, put all sorts of text effects onto the font if you want to. I'm not going to do that right now, but definitely play around with it. It's going to be cool. And so now you have this. Let's just do this from an animation perspective. Let's let this text flicker when it comes in. I can change the duration and intensity if I were paying for premium. I can loop this just for a minute, and I can decide how it is going to leave out of the scene. So, and then it could go into my last scene. The other thing I'll show you is a transition. So you can put transitions in between your different scenes by just clicking that button. It'll open up the transition area, and then you can just, push the transition that you want. And that transition could come in different directions, and it does have personalities, so it's really nice. All right, we just made a video from a template. There it is. All right, now that might not be much of an announcement if people are watching it. So you do have the capability of coming over to media and then coming over to audio, recording a voiceover that will be added to this timeline. And I'm going to just make these a little bit shorter. You can push these in to make it shorter or longer, up to you. But let's see if I can record a voiceover while I'm recording my screen. We're excited to have, oh my goodness. It went fast, didn't it? That was really fast. I'll start at the beginning. This whole thing is only 11 seconds. So let me start recording. Come join us for this wonderful community group. We can't wait to see what you contribute to our volunteers and our teams. Okay, now instantly it put that here at the bottom. So, but it also added this extra amount of seconds onto it because I talked longer than the video itself. So let me see if I can just drag this out, drag out our actual video to my voice, and then I'll be able to delete these. Wow, this is a messy little demo, but this is true to life because you're going to want to do these things as well. Let me see what happens. Let's see what it does. Come join us for this wonderful community group. We can't wait to see what you contribute to our volunteers and... Uh-oh, cut me off. Volunteers in what? Let's see how long it is. All right, so there's my audio. I just need to make sure that the video matches a little bit longer than the audio so that it'll keep the whole thing. Come join us for this wonderful community group. We can't wait to see what you contribute to our volunteers and our teams. So some of that was too much. I could go in and edit the audio track if I want to and make it less. Let's see where I actually ended up. You contribute to our volunteers and come join us for this wonderful community to our volunteers and our teams. All right, so that's the end. I can actually just pull this up and then we'd be done with that. So I'm going to click my audio. I can move the volume down because I was kind of loud, right? Let's take it from the top. Come join us for this wonderful community group. We can't wait to see what you contribute to our volunteers and our teams. There you go. There's a video announcement. And if you didn't want to record your voice, you can also record or have audio from music that's already here. So this might be a calm sort of music that we want. Let's hear it. I like that. So I'm going to give it a click. And so now I have my calm music that's here. I'm going to turn it down a little because it was up there, wasn't it? Let's hear it. Come join us for this wonderful community group. We can't wait. That's really louder than my voice. So let me pull that down a little bit more. Oh wait, I was pulling my voice down. Let's click the music and pull that music down. And I want to pull my voice back up for sure. Come join us for this wonderful community group. We can't wait to see what you contribute to our volunteers and our teams. All right, so that is the gist of what we're going to do here. And you know, there are some other little menu items. If you click around, you're going to learn how to use this. I am so confident that you're going to be creating some amazingly engaging video announcement and video content. Great. Now you have a professional looking video that's ready to engage your audience no matter where you decide to put this video. And now we'll go on to our final task. Clicking back on the logo, we get back to the front of the site for Adobe Express. And now in the search, I just want you to type in QR space CODE. And then you'll be greeted with this wonderful generate QR code option. The only thing you have to do is put in your URL. Remember, we want to stop people from having to type in this really long URL. We want to make it convenient for them to just scan with their phone and go directly to the site. So I'm going to put this long YouTube playlist of mine in there. So I can put that in. Then I can look at the style. So the link is here. I can look at the style that I want to create for my QR code. And I can also look at a couple of different colors. I like the black one, but you know, you can choose the colors that you want. And then you can choose how you want to download your URL, and then you just press download. What you need to do is then take this QR code and you can either print it out. I've seen people print these out and put them in photo frames and put them on their tables. I've seen these copied into like your video announcement. So if you wanted someone to stand there and look at it and then scan the announcement to get to a URL, you can do that. And these can also just be text message to people, so that if someone clicks into it, the camera on most modern phones will take them to a URL. I've also seen people put these on the end of flyers for RSVPs. So you can do a lot with the QR code feature. We've come to the end of our tutorials, and that's how you leverage Adobe Express to enhance your digital skills. As we've seen, it's not all about creating. It's about doing so efficiently and effectively, even within a tight schedule. Thank you for joining me in exploring how Adobe Express can be a part of your digital toolkit. I want you to keep on exploring, and remember, every step you take builds your digital fluency. I'll see you the next time.